Hello everyone, what's going on? Welcome back to our My Player career mode. Thank you for all of your incredible support that all of you lovely people show me. I hope I find you all doing very well and having an awesome day. Today we could wrap up the Serie A title. We've got a Milan derby as we face Inter in the first game, and then it's our second leg against PSG in the Champions League, where if you missed the previous episode, go back, check it out. Otherwise, I'm about to spoil what happened. If you did see the episode though, you know that we beat them by 2-0 in the first leg. So, as we have Inter, as I say, to start the episode today, it's then that second leg against PSG. Before we've got Genoa, we've got Atalanta, and we've got Hellas Verona. And in fact, we actually beat Atalanta in the first leg of the semi-final of the Coppa Italia as well. So, we're looking at a final there potentially. And then moving into next month, where of course, if we do advance against PSG, we will see who will face in the semi-finals of the Champions League. So without further ado, let's get this episode underway. 500 likes would be amazing. As I said, thank you for all of the incredible support. First game of the day is upon us. There is the starting 11. Few fitness issues in the team, but with the massive point gap we have at the top of the table, we could afford to drop some points here to Inter. Although with it being a Milan derby, we certainly don't want to. Fresneda. Now to the feet of Bentancur. Reinders takes over. He's tried to slide that through, but Casemiro has got there for Inter. And as you're watching this, hopefully the video has gone live on Saturday, which means tomorrow, Sunday evening, England, Spain, Euros final. Safe to say, I'm very nervous for it. And we'll see if England can, in fact, win the Euros. I was gutted when we played against Italy in the final and lost on penalties. So can we go one step further? That is the question. But now we turn our attention to this game. That ball down the line, we should get there. We do get there. Inside for Wahi as well. It's now Wahi. Crosses, goes in. There's Leao. It's so well worked. And it's Inter who are behind here after 13 minutes. What a move by AC Milan. The league champions of last year look to complete the same thing this year and look to do it in style. We have been relentless, so good throughout the 2 seasons we've been here. And that goal epitomises the moves that Milan can put together. Wonderful move. I'm just trying to work it out right now. There were 6 games to go. I think the point gap was, I want to say 13 points. If we win this and elsewhere Napoli lose, that would mean we'd go 16 points clear with 15 points to play for, if I am correct in what I was saying. But I'm not 100% certain. So yeah, this game could well be the one that wins the title if my guess was correct, but we'll wait and see at full time. Of course, there is still a long way to go, and this game is by no means won yet, so can't count our blessings just yet. If that had have gone in, though, we certainly could have got the party started. What an effort off the woodwork. Now we find the ball to Bentancur. Milan looking to keep the pressure on. It's Fresneda into my feet. Now here for Leao. Leao's turn. Finds Reinders. Space just isn't there yet for us to hit the shot. Maybe now it will be. It's blocked. The first effort we had comes back off the woodwork. That one's blocked. DeMarco here has to be careful, as Jimenez will send it long. It is all AC Milan. Schurz. Now Fresneda. There is about 10 minutes to go until the halftime whistle here. And it's all AC Milan as things stand. Inter yet to test the Milan goal. We're so calm on the ball as well at the minute. The possession stat will be far in our favour. And it really does show the dominance and the control that we have had here in this one thus far. As once again we look to set us up. That is a poor challenge. It's got to be a yellow card, potentially even more here. Nowhere near the ball. Let's see what the decision is. It is just a yellow card given to Jimenez. 12 minutes of time remains. It's Wahi. That was an overhit pass, but that is going to be the end of our game here. One mind on that PSG second leg. And you know that we weren't fully fit heading into this, so that's why I've asked to come off. And there is the full-time whistle then. It finishes at the San Siro. Inter Milan 0, AC Milan 1, courtesy of Leao's header from the brilliantly crafted move. We now, though, go into PSG in that second leg of the quarterfinals of the Champions League. And we are yet to be crowned champions because Napoli have a game in hand. And if they win or draw that, they still can mathematically catch us. Lose it, though, and we are champions of the Serie A. Who are they playing in that game? They are playing Cremonese, so you'd expect them to win that. Although Cremonese, mid-table, might pull off the result. Napoli are the home side. We'll sim the days and we'll see exactly what happens. I think we only have to sim one because it must have been a Sunday game. Let's go back to the standings. If they've gone to 70 or 72, the title is still on the cards. And they have gone to 72. So we now need to go into the next game to secure it against Genoa. But if we win that, then we are champions regardless of what Napoli do. But this right here is the game they're heading into the episode I'm most nervous about. We are on the verge of the semi-finals, my friends. A 2-0 aggregate scoreline. We've pretty much got a 1 foot and 4 toes into the semi-finals. But we need to get the job done. And PSG, they have tremendous quality. So we can't count them out yet. But I think if we get the first goal here tonight, that'll pretty much do it. And with the San Siro crowd backing us as well, even more optimism around reaching that semi-finals. And with us starting proceedings, we'll just look to control the ball early, not give PSG any time to get any sort of confidence or momentum. As I'm saying that, it's Schürrle with an absolutely terrible ball, and Ansu Fati's got to score. What on earth has just happened inside the first few minutes here? Calm yourselves down, AC Milan, and in particular, Schürrle gave the ball to Mbappe, and Ansu Fati, who had a glorious chance in the first leg, put that wide. This time does hit the target, but only finds the hands of Mike Maignan. Hakimi, Mbappe, Dembele, a lot of the ball PSG are having here. But at the moment, it's still 0-0 on the night. 2-0 on aggregate. It's Bentancur, it's Bernardo. Bernardo who slides that through. I've tried to take the touch forward, but I was never going to win the foot race there with Eder Militao. It was not the best of decisions. Now Balde down the left-hand side for PSG. We're following the runners to make sure there's no pass, but that one does find its way through to Mbappe. Mbappe now then into the area of Milan. Goes for the cross. Mike Magnan's got a touch on that. Unfortunately, we react quickest in order to clear, but that is half-time. Halfway to the semi-finals of the Champions League. Yes, we haven't been the better side here, PSG. The more, I'd say, proactive. They've got to be, though, at 2-0 down. But so far, we're doing the job we need to do. Looks like they want to go short from the corner. And Ansu Fati found by Dembele. I've got to be careful here because I don't want to get isolated in a 2v1, but I equally don't want to make the foul. It's Dembele, it's Patino in quickly though. And it's Wahi, and now it's Leao. And look at the humongous amount of space here on the break. Can we get there with the pace though? It's Gabriel with me. We're on our right foot. And that, my friends, will seal AC Milan's semi-final Champions League spots. It is the break of all breaks. It's the first shot on targets for AC Milan. And it results in a top corner. You could see as soon as I set off running, the brake was on. Leao finds me and we have just enough pace and stamina to go all the way. And what a finish at the end of it as well. That is outstanding. And you can really see what it means to the Milan players as well, because Ruben Dias has just made a tackle, made a block, and celebrated like he just scored. That is the level. The hopes and the dreams are the Champions League will be ours at the end of this season. And I did say that if we can get past PSG, for me they were one of the strongest sides in the competition, then you have to consider us favourites. If you didn't already, that was. With 15 minutes to go, it's 3-0 on aggregate. It's looking like Milan are going into that semi-final. I was confident when I scored the goal. I even said that's us booking our spot. Prestiani, Patino, now Wahi. If it goes to 4, it might well be even better. It's Prestiani. Can he get a shot away? He does. Hakimi blocks. And it's chewing down vital seconds from the clock. As we also make a change. Moukoko on for Wahi. Now, let's be smart with this. Let's play it short and let's keep hold of the ball for the moment. Prestiani. Now Bernardo. Bernardo. Patino goes for the shot. Gravenberch will block. It's Theo Hernandez. Picks it back up. Now Schürrle. Schürrle finds me. One more for Bernardo. It's Bernardo Silva into the area of PSG. Still got it here, Bernardo. And still. Oh, brilliant! Oh, brilliant! By Bernardo Silva. Question marks can be raised over the goalkeeping of Donnarumma. But that was a silky bit of skill. He has 2 players on him. He shrugs them both off. And then finesses it into the bottom corner. And I actually think, yeah, Donnarumma does get a touch. I said there was question marks over his goalkeeping. He gets the slightest of touches. It's not enough to push it past his post, though. And 7 minutes from time, we have a 4th on aggregate. Some of the Milan players are really struggling now, though, for their fitness, me included. It's Gravenberch here with minute or so left on the clock. And PSG, well and truly beaten. 2-0 in the first leg, 2-0 in the second. There were a couple of mistakes by Gabriel in that first leg that gave us the first leg advantage, but there were no mistakes here tonight. It was just Milan clinical in front of goal. And we are through to the semi-finals of the Champions League. Who we will face? Let's find out. Incredibly, Rangers have just beaten Bayern Munich by 2-1, which means they're in the Champions League semi-final. Liverpool, Roma and Chelsea, Napoli still yet to play their second leg, so we don't know who they're facing just yet. But fair play to Rangers. That is some achievement to reach the semi-finals. And let's have a quick look actually at their team and see if there's any players in it that would explain how they've reached the semi-final. As I'm scrolling, let's find out where they are. Here we are. So, Rangers. And let's have a look. So, as I'm scrolling through, I mean, I recognise a few names, but there's nobody standing out as to a superstar in this squad. But yet, they're in the Champions League semi-final. So, very, very well done to them. And if they can reach the final, that would be some journey. Next up, we've got Genoa. And if we win the game or draw, we're champions of the Serie A. But first, it's time to find out who we are facing in the Champions League semi-final then. And, well then, it is going to be Rangers. Roma beating Liverpool on penalties and Napoli advancing against Chelsea 3-1 on aggregate. And we draw Rangers in the semi-final. No disrespect to them, but this would be a humongous failure if we don't get to the final now. This is the team the boss has named then to secure the Serie A title. This is Wahi finding me. Now then, Bernardo over on my right-hand side. There's that ball to him. Bernardo's charging down the wing. Still got it here. We're just going to drop off and give him the option back, and he does now use me. Can we actually open up a bit of space? Tried a bit of trickery to do so. We'll find Fresneda. Fresneda joins the attack from fullback. It's a strong run from him. Ball goes back in. This is brilliantly done. Can we pick out the right pass? We absolutely do, and it's Leao to get the party started at the San Siro. Just 17 minutes, and already celebrations get underway. Jurasek. Now Yeboah. Shot comes through. It's Schurz to find Fresneda. And that should do us for the first half of football. It has done. It's Milan 1, Genoa 0. 45 minutes away from our second league title as a Milan player. Rangers. Now Leao. Leao left-hand side. Bit frustrating. The scoreline is only 1-0 at the moment. So let's see if we can add to it here. That's a great ball. Oh, what a cross. What a cross by Theo Hernandez. It had to be a goal after that. And that is the Milan quality, which hasn't really been on show in this one. 1-0 scoreline would have been enough for the title, of course. But 2-0 just makes it that little bit better. What a cross, by the way. I mean, yeah, the header's good as well. But largely that's down to the delivery. Oh, made a tackle on Mariba and the ball went straight through towards Genoa. And it's forced Maignan into a save. The efforts. And again, Mike Maignan, who's been a bystander today, had little to do. But there, 2 moments of real quality from our goalkeeper. Keeps his clean sheet intact. Peters on for Fresneda. And his first action is to get there with that header. Now Vasquez to Mariba again. Maignan once more there with the save. That should be it here. This ball through for Genoa. Actually, there is 2 shots, 3 shots. Still to be had. Blocked. Out of play. Corner ball. Time is not going to end here. And there is one final chance. Maignan will be livid if his clean sheet is not intact after this. I mean, and that's the way he loses it. That is outrageous. It won't stop the Milan party of a title, but I feel so bad that Mike Maignan hasn't got a clean sheet here for his heroics late on. Just, it is terrible to watch. 2 Milan players getting in each other's way as they try to clear, and the ball falls to Yeboah. Good finish in the end. Should have been avoided though. And as soon as the ball gets rolling, that will be that. There you go, full time. San Siro can celebrate a title, and that is 2 in our time here as an AC Milan player. Although the treble is well and truly on the cards, because we've just won the Serie A. We've got the Coppa Italia semi-final second leg in which we are 3-1 up. And we've got Rangers in the semi-final of the Champions League. We could be on for the treble, my friends. I've not looked at this for a while, the recommendations tab, but I've just come into it and I've seen something quite funny. So we've got Arsenal recommended, 5-star team, 250 grand a week wages. We've got Manchester City, similar. In fact, I think it's the exact same wages. Yes, it is. Man United, the exact same wages. Torino, I mean, they're offering far less, but they're still 4.5-star team. And then we've got Jamshedpur, who are offering £7,000 a week. Yeah. I don't know why on earth they're in my recommendations. I will not be going to Jamshedpur. Sorry. My path at the moment, Real Madrid is the team that I put as the target club. But that's not to say that we'll end up at Real Madrid come the end of this season. I could really do with a rest right now, but we've got Atalanta and then another game. That one is in the Serie A. And then it's the first leg against Rangers. So I think what I'll do is I'll sim this game against Atalanta. We're 3-1 up in aggregate, and it's ended up being 2-0, which does take us to the Coppa Italia final. We have already won it once. We could win it for a second time. Patino and Wahi with the goals. Although, I am going to try something here. If I go into game and immediately ask for the substitution, and then skip to the result, maybe that'll give me more fitness back ahead of that Rangers game. Let's try that. So we've entered the game against Verona. I've asked to be substituted off, so as soon as the ball leaves the field of play, that will happen, I imagine. And up until that point, we'll see if we can impact the game, because until I do go off, we've got a bit of time here. Win that header. Find Salamiekas. Salamiekas, of course, the result here now for us doesn't mean anything for the title. It's already ours. It's just about finishing the season strongly. Liao. And there is still the golden boot race to be had. Salamiekas is ball through. Does find me first time. Oh! Before we go off, there's a goal to be had, and it's a worldie of a finish. First time, right-footed, top corner. Goalkeeper stands and watches it because he can't save it. No chance. And there we go. Substituted as well, and Prestiani comes on. And now if we simulate the rest of the match, let's do it like that. It finishes 4-0. My goal, Rangers got 2, and Liao gets 1. And that might give us more fitness back. I'm not going to be playing the Rangers game, but as you can see, we're now fully fit. So that did work. And we'll save this Rangers game for the first of the next episode. That is going to be incredible. Off to Ibrox in the semi-finals of the Champions League. You'd imagine the atmosphere would be sublime, sensational. And Rangers will be feeding off that energy. We've got to keep them quiet. We've got to make sure they don't build confidence from the stands and from the fans. And essentially book our spot in the finals of the Champions League. But for next time, we await that game. For now, though, my friends, that is where we are going to leave today's episode. 500 likes would be amazing. As I said earlier, you're hopefully seeing this, or the video has come out on the Saturday. England play on the Sunday in the Euros final. So very nervous for that one. And I'll be watching it. Enjoy that game. Enjoy this episode. And I shall see you all back here for more My Player action very soon. Until then, take care. Look after each other. Stay safe. If you're not already subscribed and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button down below. Activate the notification bell as well so you don't miss any of the future videos on the channel. And I'll see you all again very soon. Adios!